I know Francis is gonna be all about this.
That's so sick. I always manage to look right at you when you're secretly videotaping.
I know. I do that in accident because I'm like just filming. I'm like, God, what he's doing is cool. And then I move to catch your attention. And I'm like, oops. It's neat though, because like I didn't have it at your face, so it's just underneath your chest.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
I always turn around. I'm like, damn it, you just ruined the shot.
If you thought that the rush was just going to go to SEMA and then that was going to be paused and stopped for the next 2 years, you are absolutely wrong. It is only sped up. At this point, the guy's got the front diff properly, fully mounted in there, capable of handling up to 800 horsepower. Beautiful setup. My driver's seat is completely set in as low as I can possibly get it, just like the Diablo. You're almost on the ground, but not literally on the ground. The whole chassis is just a piece of art. This thing is just coming together every step of the way. And with Abel working on David's car, it's gotten Abel kicked into gear to finish my engine.
Hey, Rob.
Yeah.
So, explain to me that. You never got to tell me about that.
The front diff?
Yeah. So you're telling me like it was too big.
Oh, this was I had the wrong one. So this one's even bigger than the correct one. Or not the correct one, the one that we were sizing it up for.
Right.
You're the first one to see this. Look at this. This is the whole front case that they created. Where Abel's was there, but it was so big.
Yeah, it was. It's bulky.
Yeah, so now we can fit all the steering in and everything with a bigger diff. And yeah, isn't it nuts? Just very.
Oh my God! Bro. Like that is.
Yeah.
That is G.
Let's wiggle you around, dude.
Okay.
So what I'm thinking here is we got it down. Obviously, remember we have to tip it.
Yep.
Now you're right on the foam, right in the crease of this. We're not hitting yet, so we just got to kind of see where you end up.
Very nice.
But I'm thinking something like that, and then plus when you get in it, it'll go down a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let's get in there if you can. Drag you. Oop, too much. Okay, like try it right there. Just to kind of see it.
Yeah.
With your angle, because here I can hold you. Like that's off the tube. It'd be something like that.
Okay. Oh yeah.
I mean, your head's still close.
Yeah, it is close, but
How low is he bringing out with the tubes now that he's sunk in the foam?
Not below the bottom of the tube.
Okay, so he's like halfway up.
Yeah, but I don't think the seat. If I put another tube on the other side, I don't think the seat will fit between them.
Yeah, we'll go down.
well here let me try it. Let's scoot the base of this thing forward. Yep. And then something more like that.
That's better.
Yeah, that's more my style of driving. I like being leaned back a little bit.
Cool. That's too.
Yeah, the more you lean back, the better.
Yeah, no, that
That's
works.
right, yeah, let's be, you
I-
know.
And that works. That's literally
Yeah.
what I want.
Okay,
I
okay.
hate sitting up like a boner.
No,
in
but your
sweatpants.
legs look good.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I've been working out.
So good. But that's better. I mean, even with the seat cheated back in this tube here, your head like is pretty.
Yeah, I'm digging this. Because I mean, my feet are resting on this bar, but that doesn't mean that's where they can rest eventually.
No. They'll be higher. You know, slightly higher,
Yeah,
but not much really.
yeah,
We can make the floor right on top of that.
yeah. Hey, can you close that door? Just not slam it. Well, you'll have to let me back out. I just want to see how it fits.
Right.
Yep. Okay, so it is close. I'm close to the door, but I'm sitting really. God, even I'm low to the ground. That's so sick. Lower center of mass. This thing's just gonna be a monster. You can see how low it is. Even in the FD chassis, it is so low. And this, lower to the ground, is what I want. My mind's still recovering from SEMA.
No, you're good, dude.
Is that I'm gonna have to measure the distance of the intermediate shaft
Yes.
length, so they can start working on that.
So I just mounted this flush to the outside of the tube, to the outside of the frame
Okay.
tube.
Oh, perfect.
So really, that helps you a lot because all you need to do is measure from this face to the outside of this tube.
Yep. Yeah. And then throw them that piece and say, hey,
Yeah, exactly.
work your magic.
Yeah, because they're gonna take the splines on the inside of that, right, and make the intermediate shaft to that. So it'll be the splines all the way to a carrier bearing.
Yeah, so it's gonna be splined and then oil bearing or oil sealed.
Yeah,
And then neck down, back down to whatever inch
that's
and
cool.
a half.
That's cool. Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it needs for sure.
It's gonna be such a tight, small, out of the way thing for
Yeah.
being such a pivotal part of the car.
That's exactly how I pictured it though when we were first talking about it. It was like
Yeah.
it could just be something like that. I know it.
Yeah. I needed a source. I needed somebody that does that, and I didn't even know the phrase to Google.
Yeah.
But that gives us more room for steering. That gives us more room for accessory mounting. That the oil pan definitely mounts somewhere mid, or because if he starts bringing it up, now we're back into our drive shaft area.
yeah. Is the oil pan supposed to have something hanging off of it, or?
Well, so the kind of conversation I had with Abel and those guys, the guys that were doing the rotor engine stuff,
Yeah.
was the engine mount will no longer be on the engine. It'll be from the oil pan. Because normally, like I was saying before, it's off of the rear iron or one of the rear irons, and so then everything else does actually flex. But
Yeah, that's the big problem with these things, right? It's
Yeah.
because what kind of angle we're looking at. Corey was talking about doing a one-piece drive shaft. If that's the case, we're cutting these headers completely out.
yeah. Well, yeah, I personally think if I was doing some research on the one piece that's like 52 inches, that thing would have a really low critical speed. I mean, I do love the idea of not having a carrier bearing, but all things
I think
considered,
it's necessary personally.
I do too. We just finally have so much room in a way that we never had.
Yeah.
I think for me, it's gonna come down to what flange, what sort of mounting we do for that. Once we solve that, everything else kind of falls in line.
Is there CV joint that's big enough that would handle the power that thing would need?
Well, so
'Cause technically it's whatever these times 2, right?
Right. These 930s can handle. This would be the weakest. I think the front drive shaft's gonna be the weakest point. But that down there is a 27 spline. 930s are normally like 30 spline. That was a super productive day, seeing all the progress made while the guys were here, while I was out at SEMA doing whatever the hell I do, whether it's trying to work out deals or just try to look pretty on camera. Whatever the case is, while I was there, these guys were making shit happen. Tomorrow, we've got tons of measurements to be taken. We've got to take measurements for the rear diff, measurements for the rear drive shaft, as well as the oil pan. There's tons of things that need to be measured, and I forgot to bring any sort of measurement tools out.